got some injury news for us as Commanders fans going into the Wildcard weekend game versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We're looking for revenge. Before we go get that revenge, we need some guys coming from injury. Mainly Tyler Biadasz and also corner up Marshawn Lattimore. Let's talk about it. Welcome back to the PSN Commanders Network. Your boy Tonka A Tech back with another video. If I get to our glory and praise to God for God and certain who God's open doors and pay with open the Lord and today's video. I'm here about the Washington Commanders. If I get too far today's video, quick verse of this is from Romans 12, 1, 2. This really set on my mind today because I'm going through some spiritual battles at the moment. This really set on my mind. I hope this can sit in your mind as well. Therefore, I urge you, brothers and sisters, in view of God's mercy, to offer your bodies as a living sacrifice, holy and pleasing to God. This is your true and proper worship. Do not conform to the patterns of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Then you'll be able to test and approve what God's will is, his good, his good, pleasing, and perfect will. So basically, when you're giving your life to Christ and you're trying to turn a new leaf, you're a living sacrifice. You're no longer feeding your flesh, your fleshy desires, or what you want personally, but you're feeding what God wants for you. So uh, you're literally a living sacrifice. That's what it is. You're sacrificing yourself in order to please God and save other souls. That's literally what that means. And we're not conforming to the paths of the world anymore. So in other words, you're not doing what you used to do. You're not going to the club. You're not partying, drinking, and kicking with your homies like as you used to do. You still kick with your homies or whatever, but you do it much differently than you did. All right, let's get to today's video. So Dan Quinn had a press conference not too long ago, and was talking about Marshawn Lattimore and Tyler Biadasz and talking about their injury statuses, and they're both trending upwards, according to Dan Quinn. It sounds like that Marshawn Lattimore will be back for the playoff game versus Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and so will Tyler Biadasz. That's huge because we need both of them back. We need Tyler because Tyler is the best offensive lineman on our front line, our starting offensive line. He's the anchor of that offensive line. He gets everybody set up. It helps everyone succeed on the offensive line. He's too important to not have for this game. If we don't have Tyler Biadasz, Vita Vea is going to wreak havoc. We cannot not have Tyler Biadasz. And even with Tyler Biadasz, Vita Vea could still have an impact on this game negatively for our Commanders. But it would not be as dire as it is with Michael Dieter. We saw Micah Parsons and Michael Dieter in that first quarter of the Dallas Cowboys game. It did not look good. Micah Parsons was darn near dominant that first quarter versus the Commanders on Sunday. So we need Tyler Biadasz back. And of course, we need Marshawn Lattimore back because we're playing against Mike Evans. And 25 can't check him. I love Mikey Sanders still. He is too short to deal with a behemoth like this guy. I deal with 6'1" AJ Brown is different than like a 6'5" Mike Evans. Like, one guy you can throw him is 25, and we know what Benjamin St. Jude's going to do. Going to get cooked. You know what he's going to do? He's going to get deep fried, sauteed, whatever you want to call it. He's going to get cooked. So we need Marshawn Lattimore if you want to upset the Bucs. We're going to need Marshawn Lattimore. And also, Marshawn's had really good games versus Mike Evans. I saw a stat line of the games he had versus Mike Evans. I saw on socials. I gotta find it again, but let me try to find it real quick. I saw it on someone's social. But he's only had like one 100-yard game versus Mike Evans in his career. He's only allowed one 100-yard game. So I'm just there we go. So Evans has 72 catches and 1,083 yards and 5 touchdowns in his 21 games since his career. Not all these games were against Marshawn Lattimore. I'm trying to see what he does versus Marshawn Lattimore. That's kind of annoying. They're not trying to. There we go. This is better. This doesn't help. Oh my gosh, this doesn't help. All right, so let's just look because it's starting to get better. So I don't know what the heck. So we did versus the Saints in 2023. He had 4 catches for 70 yards in the last game of that season. Trying to find the other game here versus the New Orleans Saints. I can't find it. It's kind of annoying. So he had 2 catches for 6 yards in the first game they had in 2024. So that was kind of interesting as well. Actually, no, it was two catches for 34 yards. Sorry. He had 7 yards in the second game. And he do versus Marshawn in their earlier matchup this year. Yeah, so that's the earlier matchup. So he's had very good games versus Mike Evans. If you would definitely want to go ahead. He's made his plays. He had 41-yard touchdowns, stuff like that. Versus Marshawn. He's made his share of plays, but also Marshawn's won his share of reps too. So we had one 100-yard game versus Marshawn Lattimore in I think the 9 games they've played against each other in. They got into fights with each other. I.e., the Jameis Winston pointed at him and he got in his face, and Mike Evans pushed him. And they got the throwing hands, all that type of stuff. So we're gonna have some fireworks if Marshawn's good to go. I think Marshawn's gonna play. Marshawn is too important to this team, and they got him for this specific moment. This is what they traded Marshawn Lattimore to do. This is why they have acquired Marshawn Lattimore, was for this specific moment against one of the best NFL receivers out there, and Mike Evans. So this is gonna be interesting. This is gonna be interesting because if Marshawn gives him tough time, that means Jalen McMillan. Yeah, it's gonna be tough. So this is from Ian something off of X. I found something. 7-year career matchups in chronological order versus the Saints when it comes to Marshawn Lattimore. 1 reception for 13 yards, 6 targets. 5 for 55, no touchdowns, 13 targets. 7 for 147, touchdown. So that's the one he gave a bunch of yards to him. 7 targets. 6 for 86, 6 targets. 0 for 0, so nothing. Shut out, 3 targets. 1 catch, 2 yards, and a touchdown, 4 targets. And 4 for 64, 6 targets. So Cabal, we got about 300 yards in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games versus Marshawn Lattimore. So he's averaging a little above 40 yards a game, and he got 150 in one of them. So that's all I need to see, man. Fireworks. Marshawn Lattimore versus Mike Evans. This is Marshawn's top op hopefully he can go ahead and handle business. Hopefully Lattimore will return for Wildcard weekend, and more importantly, him and Tyler Biadasz are back. They're big parts of this Commanders team as we go face Tampa Bay Buccaneers this week. So, I want to say, if you like, comment, subscribe, and just got in the conversation down below. Have a great one. Be safe, stay healthy, stay blessed. And until next time, stay safe.